From American Public Media.
Well, I got me a suit and a small guitar, and I made a down payment on a second-hand car. I got me a job on the radio, now I'm saving up money for a fiddle and a bow. The radio boogie all over the dial, with a solid kick and a red hot flick, and some Telluride style. And just like that, we are live from here at the Telluride Bluegrass Festival in Telluride, Colorado. Produced by American Public Media.
With your host, Chris Thile. Our radioactive company tonight, Serena Brooks, Sound Effects man, Trent Newman, our Out in America correspondent, Tom Papa, and yours truly, Tim Russell. Our music director, Rich Dworsky at the keyboards, with Ted Poor on percussion, and Punch Brothers. Our comedian tonight, Kirk Fox. We're joined tonight by I'm With Her. And St. Paul and the Broken Bow.
Live from here is supported by Home Advisor, matching homeowners with home improvement professionals for a variety of home projects, from repairs to remodels. Homeowners can read reviews and book appointments online at homeadvisor.com. And by S&P Global Market Intelligence, delivering essential data and insights to business and financial professionals. S&P Global Market Intelligence, know what matters.
In the morning when the sun come up, I pull the cork from the jug and I take it to the sun. The sun keeps shining, I plow the cold. Starts to rain, I just grind it in the barn to the radio boogie. All over the dial, with a solid kick and a red hot lick, and it's Tennessee style. By the radio, do the radio boogie all over the dial, with a solid kick and a red hot lick, and it's Tennessee style. Everybody else everywhere we play, do the radio boogie's all they can say. We do the radio boogie all over the dial, with a solid kick and a red hot lick and some Tennessee style. We do the radio boogie all over the dial, with a solid kick and a red hot lick and some Tennessee style.
Is this real life? Is this real life? Somebody pinch me. Ouch! I guess that means that for the first time ever, we are broadcasting live from the Telluride Bluegrass Festival in Telluride, Colorado. Beloved citizens of the airwaves, please meet the intrepid Festivarians of Telluride's Town Park. Oh, when it hits your ears. Oh, that is the sound of 10,000 beautiful human beings living their best lives in a field 9,000 feet above sea level, surrounded by mountain peaks and a couple of the most majestic waterfalls in North America. It's basically Thomas Mann's Magic Mountain, only instead of the Alps, it's the San Juan Mountains. And instead of a sanitarium full of philosophical discourse, it's a town park full of acoustic music, aggressively hopped beer, and enough legal marijuana to turn Jeff Sessions' hair tie-dye. Yep, it's there. It's there. And hey, did you happen to notice anything different about our opening theme song just now? No, alas, I didn't magically become an exponentially better singer in the second verse of Radio Boogie. We were joined by one of our heroes, and we are joined by one of our heroes, Tim O'Brien. Tim O'Brien, a man who needs no introduction to anyone here in Town Park, seeing as this is his 42nd year on the Telluride Bluegrass Festival lineup. But for the uninitiated, sit in on a bluegrass jam anywhere in the country and you're bound to hear multiple tunes that Tim has either written or championed, like our show's opening theme, which I learned via osmosis listening to Tim's band Hot Rise in the backseat of our family's Isuzu Trooper on the way to bluegrass festivals in the late 80s. Tim, where did you learn Radio Boogie?
Well, Chris, I wish I could say that I learned it, being rocked to sleep by my grandma in a cabin in West Virginia. But actually, I got it from one of those old antiquated LPs that Rounder Records put out in about 1975 of early bluegrass.
That's still pretty romantic.
It's all right. I like the old LPs, and it was Hot Rise. We heard that song. We said, this is right up our alley. It's about, we'd bought a used car to travel in, and hats and guitars, and it just pretty much told our whole story.
And lo, it's continuing to tell ours. Now, Sarah Jarosz, you and I were talking about Tim the other day, and we discovered a mutual obsession with an original song of his.
We were talking about your song, Brother Wind. And I think we all agree that that's got to be one of the best songs ever written, I'd say.
I'm right there.
It's just incredible.
Right there. Timmy, I imagine you can see where this is headed. Would you mind just giving us a little...
Sure, I'm happy to. Made up my mind to go someplace so far away. I headed west without a sad goodbye, no hugs or tears that way. It's probably for the best. Sent cards along the way, said I was looking for a brand new life, but I never settled down. My wanderlust would always cut my ties like a knife. Sometimes a lonesome wind, it calls out like it knows me. And on a night like this, but I don't know where to go, it shows me the way. 'Cause he knows me, my brother Wayne. He's lonely too, and he takes me away.
Oh, that chorus. You could build a large city on that chorus, I feel. But Tim, you also have a preternatural ability to unearth old and lost songs that sound to me as if they were written for us at this precise moment of our lives. For instance, I'd never encountered the song I've Endured before I heard you perform it at this festival a few years back. Do these things just find you, or are you out there hunting for them?
They do kind of find you. I mean, I hunt for them, but then they kind of sneak up and bite you in the butt, because this one was like that. I was aware of the song, and then I liked the song. I thought it was great, but then I met the writer, Ola Belle Reed, and she was just such an incredible, magnificent woman, charismatic and powerful woman with just a great intention behind everything she did, and that really got me into all her songs, especially that one.
Well, I hate to ask you again, but do you think you could?
I'm used to it. It's okay, Chris, It's okay if I use a drink out of your cooler downstairs right during the show?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I've endured.
hills and valleys through all the rain and snow. I've seen lightning flash and I've heard the thunder roll. I've endured. How long must one endure? I work for the rich and I've lived with the poor. I've seen many heartaches, maybe many more. I've lived in sorrow, been through success's door. I've endured. How long must one endure? I've endured. How long must one endure?
And that brings us to the end of this installment of everything I need to know about acoustic music I learned from Tim O'Brien. This is what the Telluride Bluegrass Festival is all about, folks. Yeah, one more hand, Tim O'Brien. He'll be back in the second half after hopefully hitting our cooler downstairs. This is what the Telluride Bluegrass Festival is all about, folks. Genre-blind, multi-generational communion with our fellow music lovers. I've been attending since 1993, when I met and played for Bill Monroe, the father of bluegrass music, about 50 feet from where I'm currently standing. 13 years after that, again, right here in Telluride, Punch Brothers were born when I met Noam Pikelny for the first time backstage at a Yonder Mountain String Band Nightgrass segment.
I mean, sorry to interrupt, but that wasn't the first time we met. We met at Rocky Grass about 3 years prior to that. We played music for about 2 hours. I had learned that instrumental of yours, that hit mandolin instrumental, Song for a Young Queen, note for note. You're not remembering any of that.
It's not ringing a bell, Pickles. Anyway, after sitting in with Yonder, Noam and I went back to my hotel room to jam, alternating between bluegrass standards and Radiohead songs until 7 in the morning. And when I woke up that afternoon, curled up in Noam's arms, the first thing I did was call my buddy Gabe Witcher.
Thiels, what's up, dude?
Gabbers, I just met the most amazing guy.
What?
We got to start a band with him. Banjo player named Noam Pikelny. You know him?
Ah, you mean Pickles? Yeah. I just played on his record. And dude, you have met him before.
Okay, look, what I'm trying to say is that Telluride is to the acoustic music community what Thanksgiving is to American families. A time for us to check in with each other, make new friends, and strengthen our connection to our predecessors, all of which is more important right now than ever before. Being here in this beautiful place with all these extraordinary people on a day like today, one could almost be forgiven for thinking, you know what? Maybe everything's gonna be all right. Which is kind of what this week's song is about. Shall we, fellas?